guys, welcome back to the Simple Life of Natalie Jo. I'm Natalie. Welcome. I'm still relatively new. Now hello subscribers, so talk about minimalism, living a simple life, frugality, all the fun stuff, I guess. Today I thought I'd talk about purchases and concepts that I find silly and not needed. Now, let me just put this out here that this is just my opinion. If you like these things or you find value in these things, that's fine. You can, by all means, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and participate. Go ahead and buy whatever it is. Do it. But for me, I find them silly or goofy. So let's get started. The first thing is a baby moon. Now, if you don't know what a baby moon is, it's when you're pregnant and you take like a mini little vacation somewhere right before the baby comes. I just feel like it's goofy and not needed, and that money you spend on that vacation could be allotted somewhere else. You know, diapers, clothes, baby wipes, things for the baby. Now, I mean, if you have the money and you have all that extra stuff, go ahead. I don't mind. But if you are struggling and you don't have everything for your baby, I feel like you should spend that money for diapers and stuff. Formula, whatever. Yeah. But like I said, if you find value in it and you have the extra money and you have all the things for your baby, go right ahead. The next thing is maternity pictures. Now, these are pictures that you hire for. Typically, couples and people hire photographers for. Take pictures while you're pregnant, right before the baby comes. I am single. I mean, technically not single, but according to the government, I'm single. I'm not married. I am with a partner, a boyfriend. But technically we're not married, so I can't be like we're together. But according to the government, I'm single. I don't have any kids. I just feel like, again, these are goofy. I don't think I feel like these are the maternity picture is great. If you want to remember that, remember it. Great, do it. But you also have to figure, as an outsider, as someone that doesn't have kids, it's one of those, this is just me. If I get pictures of maternity pictures of, you and your partner or spouse right before you give birth, if you send those out, I'm probably going to throw it away. I don't really care about the pictures. So I would rather, this is just me, I would rather, if you want to spend the money on the pictures, fine. Maybe 1 or 2 pictures, fine. But I would much rather you spend the money on something for the baby or something that you need before the baby comes. Like maybe stock your pantry, stock your household items, stock your toiletries, stock up for the baby, diapers, whatever, formula. Instead of spending a whole bunch of money on pictures and sending out pictures that potentially people don't want. I don't want them. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. If you send me a maternity picture of you pregnant, I'm probably going to be like, oh, that's cute, and throw it away. Because I don't really care. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I don't care. I'd rather you spend your money somewhere else. Just my opinion. If you, like I said, if you find value in it, like I said, if you want like an 8x10, to put somewhere of you and your spouse, that's fine. I'm all for it, whatever. Also, engagement pictures. And I get all these things are happy life events. You want to remember them. You want to share it with people. But at the same time, the same thing with the maternity pictures. If you send me an engagement picture, I'm going to be like, oh, that's cute, throw it away. I would much rather you spend that money and that time planning the wedding, buying something for the wedding, saving for a house, saving for your life afterwards, instead of spending money on pictures. But the same thing with the maternity pictures. If you want engagement pictures, if you want to remember that day, that's fine. I'm totally for it. You can do it. Maybe limit the number of pictures you get. Maybe get like an 8x10 for you, for a few people. Maybe get a few for your, like, your parents, whoever, grandparents, whoever. But like I said, as an outsider, I don't care about the engagement pictures. Like I said, I'm gonna throw it away. Because like I said, unless it's someone that I really care about, I'm gonna throw it away. I'm not, being mean. I support you. I support whatever you want to do. But I don't need a picture. It's just the simple as that. I don't need a picture of whatever. School pictures is another thing. Yes, if you, like I said, you don't have to get the package. I get it. If you really want a few pictures, like I said, limit the number of pictures you get. If you want to do like a scrapbook or a photo album of your kids, so you have it, that's fine. Like I said, maybe get like an 8x10 or like a couple 5x7s, something like that. But you don't need to send pictures of your kids, of yourself, to everyone you know. All I'm saying. Like I said, and those school pictures aren't that great. You know what I mean? They're usually okay. They're not great. Whatever. I'd rather you spend money on family photos. But I also find those kind of goofy, so whatever. I'm trying to think of other things. Expensive, tens of thousands of dollars of weddings. Spending a bunch of money on weddings. Do a destination wedding. I don't, not to be mean, like I said, this is just my opinion. If you want to have the big extravagant wedding with a big giant reception, go for it. If you have the money for it, go for it. But I, as a simple person, as a minimalist, as someone that struggled with their finances for a long time, and I still kind of do, but I'm better, in a better place. I would much rather you go down to the courthouse, do the justice of the peace, and have a reception later on. I'm okay with that. I don't have to be invited to everything. I get that. It's very not logical of me to be expected to be invited to everything. Everyone does. Everyone I know does. So I get that. But I would, especially if you're struggling financially, I would much rather you be like, hey, we're not doing a big giant wedding. It's just going to be small. If you want to send a gift, here's an address. A gift card, cash is fine. I don't mind that. I will gladly send you some money or a gift card to help you along your way. But if you're spending the money like $30,000, I've heard that the average cost of a wedding is like $30,000 in the U.S. I would much rather you save the money and not spend the money and put that money towards something that you need. Household items, new mattress, save for a house, something that you would want or need after you're married. And like I said, I don't have to be invited to everything. I will support you from afar. If you want, like I said, if you want to, go ahead. If you have the finances to do so, go ahead. I'm okay with that. You are allowed to do what you want with the money you have. But I just don't want to see people going into debt and starting their new life with their person, with their spouse, in debt. And I've heard that a lot of times people fight about is money. So I don't want anyone to fight about money. I don't want anyone to fight about anything. But it happens. So if having a small, simple wedding, inviting only a few people, that's fine. Like I said, I come to the realization I don't have to be invited to everything. I don't have to be included in everything, which is fine. So if you just have a small wedding, if you just go down to the courthouse, I will cheer you on from my house. I can do that. But if you kind of get where I'm going, if it adds value to your life, go ahead. But I find things goofy and silly and wonder why people spend money on things like that. Or spending a bunch of money on their nails, manicures, and pedicures. That's another goofy thing. If you can tell, I don't even have my nails painted. I don't own nail polish. I don't find value in manicures, pedicures, massages. It just stresses me out thinking about a massage. And I know it's supposed to relax you, but it wouldn't relax me. Another thing is a silly purchase is a new car. A brand new car. I get needing a reliable car. I get that. But at the same time, you can find some used reliable cars and not need a new one. And I've heard that you lose like 60% of its value as soon as you drive it off the lot. So save your money, find a good used car. I'm okay with that. Especially if you don't have a lot of money. Who needs to spend a bunch of money on a new car? New cars. I would much rather earlier this year, it's July when I'm recording this. Back in January, we had to get a new furnace. Well, we didn't have to. There was an issue with, like, the smart valve. And then I think I finally realized the issue with the furnace and the water heater, because we were also going to have an issue with our pilot staying on our water heater, that the gas company came out and our gas meter was really old. So I'm thinking that's what was tripping both the furnace and the water heater. But we have a new furnace, so hopefully it's done, it's here, it's installed. We don't have to deal with it and get a new one forever. I hope it lasts a while. But like I said, I'd rather you fix up your house, you spend money on stuff you actually need, like food, toiletries, shampoo, deodorant, toothpaste, toilet paper. If you like paper towels, I have paper towels. If you like paper towels, that's fine. I'm all for it. We can do it. But like I said, but also I feel like I spend money on things that other frugal people don't. Like, here you go. Last week I got it's just a little thing of grapes, already washed, ready to go. And I get it. I can buy the ones on the stems, and I also got a little one with strawberries and pineapple. I get it. These are more expensive than buying just like a pack of strawberries or a thing of grapes. But here's my thing. If this gets me to eat more fruit, I'm going to do it. I find value in this because it's not that much. I feel like it's less waste. I'm going to go through this more. I'm going to go through this versus the big giant thing that I may not go through the whole thing and throw it away. So like I said, I feel like I spend money on things that other people don't and other people wouldn't. But that's just me. And you are allowed to spend money on things that you find value in and add value to your life. So, I buy paper towels. A lot of frugal people. I kind of want to look into buying reusable paper towels, reusable napkins, stuff like that. I would love to get some of that, but I have it, so I don't want to. I might look into it. I might buy some, but not at this time. But yeah, so like I said, it's not that I'm trying to make you feel bad for buying things or doing some of these things. It's more of, I want you to really think about it. And if you have the budget for it, great. If you're all stocked up for, a lot of it had to do with babies and marriage and stuff like that. If you have the money for it, great. If you work it into your budget, great. But if you don't have the money for it, I'd rather you spend it on things that you actually need for the baby, actually need for your wedding, for your life together after the wedding. But yeah. So I am pro you. I am happy. I am pro people, pro things that you want to be. But just think about purchases before you do them. And think about these things before you do them. Well, I hope you have a great week, guys. And I'll see you next time.